I had put things in my butt. Fireworks, chicken, fish. I would never do that again because I'm a vegan now.
Welcome to Something Crunchy, the Valley's #1 comedy entertainment podcast.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. I'm Kellen Blake. With me as always, Blair and Tyler Jesse. So excited about the guest joining us tonight. He's a podcaster, actor, stunt performer, and stand-up comedian who you know from MTV's Jackass and Wild Boys. His comedy specials, Gnarly and Bucket List. He's the host of the Wild Ride podcast, and he'll be back in the Valley at Stand Up Live on July 5th through the 7th. Please welcome Steve-O.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Much better than expected.
Do you really have a dick on your forehead right now?
I absolutely do.
Yes!
You threw a couple dick drawing parties in pursuit of the best design. Were there lots of dicks in contention, or was there a clear winner?
There was one absolutely clear winner, and that one was drawn back in 2020. When we were going to do this with Post Malone tattooing the dick on my forehead for the last Jackass movie. But that fell through at the last second. And even though it fell through, I never gave up on the idea.
I love the commitment.
You never give up on your dreams, man.
What were the characteristics you were looking for?
The shape?
I wanted it to be classy. You know, yeah, that was the most important thing, man. Like, I wanted it to be classy. I wanted it to be funny. Yeah.
It's distinguished.
It's something to be like, yeah, I mean, clearly it's one of my publicity stunts, which I like to think I'm pretty good at. And what's crazy is that it was maybe even a little too ambitious, because a lot of the media outlets which reported on it, they reported that it had been reported Steve-O got a penis tattooed on his forehead, but it has yet to be confirmed if the tattoo is real. Yeah, which is kind of crazy. Like, to me, to think that there's a media outlet or multiple media outlets out there that think I would fake it. My audience.
Yeah. Everything you've seen me do, you think this I'm going to fake?
Of all the branding and tattoos you've already gotten, yeah, it's not a surprise. But with that said, was there any hesitation from Post Malone when you asked him to tattoo a dick and balls on your face?
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Love it.
Yeah, none whatsoever. He was so rad.
What about Lux? Was she cool with the new ink?
Lux loves the dick. She thinks it's very sexy. She doesn't love everything I'm getting ready to do, but the tattoo she had no issue with. And I mean, if I'm honest, the stakes are really pretty low, because tattoo removal is a thing, like laser tattoo removal.
Yeah.
And it's counterintuitive, but the one color of tattoo ink which is most easily and completely removed is black. So This one, I know that because for over a decade I skated through life with the words shit and fuck tattooed on my knuckles. I had decided that I wanted to make my hero Ozzy Osbourne proud and take his knuckle tattoos to the next level. And and after 10 years of that, I kind of felt that the knuckle tattoos had outlived their usefulness, and I got them removed.
You know, you kind of just blew past Lux not being particularly cool with everything that you have coming in the pipe. And you two seem to have a great relationship where she's very tolerant and supportive of all the stunts and content you produce. But I mean, has there been anything yet, or what's coming that might be a step too far?
There's been a bunch of ideas that are absolutely too far, and that's by design. The name of my next comedy tour is Steve-O's Gone Too Far.
All right.
Yeah. So, I decided that in the spirit of going entirely too far, that for my next show, I will be getting a literal boob job.
Oh, you're doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's only going to be for a couple months, and then I'll get my titties out. But yeah, it's that is going down.
You're gonna love them.
Yeah.
You're gonna absolutely love them.
You know what? I kind of don't think so, but I'm sure that I'm gonna love all the video footage I film over the course of the 2 months that I have them.
You're going to love the reaction, and there is like a small chance that you do get used to him, and you're like, you know what? I can't let him go. I can't let him go.
They're part of me now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a little tough for me to imagine that, but hey, crazier things have happened.
Yes. Yeah, no kidding. Does Lux travel with you when you're on the road?
She does at times, but it's not like by design or anything. She does her own thing, and if there's a place that I'm going that she's particularly interested in, then sure. But otherwise, no.
Well, we're excited to have you back in the desert Friday, July 5th through Sunday the 7th at Stand Up Live. Tickets are available at standuplive.com. Coming to Phoenix in July. It's nice to see you haven't lost your edge.
Right? Yeah, tell me about it. I remember one time in Phoenix, about that time of year, I fried an egg on the sidewalk, on one of those metal, maybe it was a manhole type situation.
Yeah.
I fried an egg on the sidewalk, and what did I do next? I think I had a stencil of a penis, and I laid the stencil on the metal manhole, and then just put my butt down on there to try to, and I got horribly burned, and it came out looking absolutely nothing like a penis.
Oh, what a bummer.
That's the worst.
I know,
you go through
dude.
it all and you don't get the results.
Yeah.
Not even a dip.
I know. Tell me about it.
Well, there's lots of good hubs for comedy, including Phoenix. Do you feel the best place to get noticed has shifted from LA to Austin?
To get noticed, I mean, certainly Kill Tony is the one thing that your mind goes to when you say that. People getting noticed on Kill Tony are what they're now performing in arenas. It's insane.
Right.
So yeah, I'd say that Kill Tony is the one thing that makes that true. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I think getting noticed and establishing a career in entertainment is just kind of not that easy. And progressively, I think it's maybe even getting more difficult.
That's true.
I mean, I say that because I came up at a time when there was really not a lot of noise to rise above. I came up at a time when not everybody had a video camera in their pocket and the ability to edit and distribute footage with the click of a button. For me, I had to use video cassette recorders, things that don't exist anymore, really, like videotapes and, recording, hitting play on one VCR and record on another to edit, and then duplicating physical videotapes and walking to the post office to mail them. So there just weren't a lot of people doing that. The video camera was not a household item at that time. And it's really interesting to imagine what my life would have been like had I been born 20 years later.
No, that was all about the right timing, and I love your dedication to video. I want to talk about your latest comedy special, Steve-O's Bucket List. I love the idea for incorporating footage of the stories you told. It allowed you to be you and stay on brand. Did you actually have guys passing out in the audience? Is that what the stops were for?
100%. 100%. We noticed that. I ran that show. I started running that show before the pandemic. It was like in comedy clubs in 2018, the end of 2018, all of 2019. I was touring the bucket list in comedy clubs, and it just started happening right away. Like we noticed the audience members were passing out in their seats, or worse, they would find themselves feeling a little bit dizzy or queasy, and they'd feel like they needed to get up and go to the bathroom. And while walking to the bathroom or while standing in the bathroom, they would pass out and maybe like hit their head on something. So it was like legitimately scary. And the original culprit was a video called the Vasectomy Olympics. And, there's just something about a pair of scissors headed towards a nutsack that causes some dudes to literally pass out.
No, that was 100% the one. And as a pair of guys who have an interest in getting a vasectomy, this messed me up, Steve-O. Not only did we get an intimate look at the operation, you remove the ability for anyone to complain about it afterward.
I mean, well, first off, thank you so much for watching it. And anybody else whose interest is piqued, I'm thrilled to report that I'm so damn proud of my bucket list special. I just want everyone to see it. Initially, when I released it, I had a paywall on it because it was just such an expensive proposition. And I got my money back, and then I let a few months go by to out of respect for people who paid for it, and then I put it on there, no paywall. So you can watch this filthy, legitimately XXX rated comedy special at steve-o.com, streaming 100% for free at the top of the site. I really just want everybody to see it because I'm so stoked on it. And thank you for watching it.
Of course, it's awesome, and it was totally worth the watch. On that note, do you feel that, some of the gatekeepers of comedy at HBO and Netflix, did they not get the vision, or was it just simply deemed too hardcore for their platform?
What a great question, man. I just don't know, man. Well, I know that the guy in charge of comedy specials at Netflix, a guy named Robbie Pra, is like an unapologetic and self-professed comedy snob who years ago, when I started doing stand-up, took the position that because I came from a different arena of entertainment, that he viewed me as a crossover, and that he only wanted to do business with true pure comedians. He did not consider me one of those people. I gotta just respect people who just say it how it is and don't bullshit you, So that was what I heard when I went to them with my first multimedia comedy special, which was called Gnarly. And then the second time around with the bucket list, they didn't go to Robbie Pra. They went to a woman who I forget what her name is, and she said, "Look, it's just too much, with all the dicks and all the and all, like there's a lot of really graphic stuff, and it is legitimately XXX rated." But I don't know that I think maybe she was just being nice. I don't know. I feel like there are gatekeepers that just don't want to accept me in stand-up. And that's okay, man.
Well, you paid your dues now. It's been over 10 years. I mean, I would have to agree. It is very graphic and a memorable special. You're one of the only celebrities where we could pick your dick out of a lineup.
Missed opportunity for them.
True.
True, well said. Missed opportunity.
You know what? It's all good, man. And I've got my own approach to comedy. I really do. And thank God I do, because I'm not going on stage to emulate anything. I'm not going out there to give my best impression of what I believe a stand-up comedian is. I'm going out there in an authentic fashion, and I'm staying true to my brand, my whole deal. I'm giving the audience comedy with a multimedia twist. And it's fun, man. It's fun and it's wild. And with respect to the gatekeepers, I'm just gonna keep pounding on the door even harder. You know, I'm like, all right, well, when the world finds out that Steve-O has D-sized tits, you know, like, I feel like that's going to be kind of a nuclear thing. I feel like as far as publicity stunts go, it's going to be pretty massive. Yeah. And I've been working on this show tirelessly for some time now. It's really coming together in spectacular fashion. And my last shows before going into surgery, like I'm literally getting these tits in less than 2 weeks.
You're kidding! Wow!
I've never been so excited to see someone's titties.
Right. And so like what I'm doing right now is like a run of shows which have been largely experimental. You know, there's a bunch of stuff that I've already filmed for my Gone Too Far tour. There's a bunch of stuff, like of course with the tits that hasn't happened yet, but still I'm working on material around it, and I've been like, you know, I've had some nerves about it too, so I wanted to see how it landed on the audience, you know, and kind of workshop that material. I've been thrilled with how that's gone. I'm more confident than ever in everything that I'm getting ready to do, and this this workshop show run, this little mini run of shows which ends in Phoenix, has been unbelievably helpful. And every night on this run of experimental shows, I've like just made, every show has been different. I've incorporated all the changes, and like recognizing like what it is that the audience is helping me with these nuclear fucking things. I'm so grateful to them, and it's me back to my roots in the comedy clubs, workshopping material. So I've been doing a meet and greet with the entire audience after these shows.
And that's going to change greatly when you have some D cups hidden under there, when you got some big old milk.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm only keeping the tits for 2 months. And I do have a run of shows that I'll do with the tits, but those are all in kind of big theaters. And I will.
Are you shopping for the shirts right now that would allow for cleavage and to show them? Like, I feel like that'll give you the confidence you need in the bit.
Lux will help with the wardrobe. She's got you, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to spill out all of my my creative, but yeah, I've been shopping, most notably at the Hustler store for the latex dress.
Fishnets, Steve-O. All fishnets.
What? No. Like the difference between fishnet and latex is that fishnet doesn't give you any grip. The fishnet doesn't give you any grip on the stripper pole, and I've been I've been really like taking my pole dancing classes like incredibly seriously.
That's awesome.
For my hidden camera strip club performances. I'm just gonna tell you right now, like I'm already really good. Like,
I'm not surprised.
No, you're acrobatic.
Okay, so it's latex. That's my issue. I understand. I've been going fishnets. It's clearly latex.
You keep slipping off the pole, Blair.
That's what I already have a pole dancing video in the show that I've been running right now. Like, it's very much multimedia, this whole thing. And the other thing that's fun about this show that I'm bringing to Phoenix is that I'm doing a little bit of a retrospective of where things have gone too far in the past, specifically things that were filmed and not allowed to be shown on MTV. And MTV would have scrubbed all of this footage from existence if they could, but I have it, and they can't stop me from showing it. And and like just there's just different. I set up different scenarios in which things have gone too far, and it's just fun. It's fun to do that, and it's been helping the show come together. old stuff. Anything old, like I can't justify keeping it in the show unless it is touched on very quickly and inspires something new that's even bigger and more elaborate. And that's kind of the process that I'm going through right now.
Well, that's great, man.
I'm gonna be falling asleep tonight outdoors on a pontoon. On a pontoon with and a mattress which has like very serious airbags underneath the mattress, and I have to sleep outdoors in order for the time lapse to show the sun rising. You know, like to really demonstrate my commitment to the bit, and once the sun has risen, but it's not too bright to wake me up yet. Like I will find myself midair, flying out of a pontoon and landing in a lake.
That's how you'll be woken up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's tonight. 3 nights ago, it was a Tesla Cybertruck tied to the bed I was sleeping in. Yeah, so it's just comedy, man. It's like, again, like I'm not out here emulating what I think live comedy is. I'm
This is Steve-O.
Yeah, this is performance art.
Yeah. I'm bringing to the stage a distinctly multimedia stand-up show in which I tell stories which would be absolutely implausible / impossible to believe were it not for the fact that I'm coming with receipts.
Yeah. It certainly works.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. And it's nuclear as all hell, and and it's going down, man. It's going down, and these Phoenix shows, I can't say with any certainty, but like I just don't like in bigger venues. I can't do a meet and greet with the entire audience. And selling like a certain number of VIP meet and greet passes, you know, like I kind of can't really do that either. So it's just like I got to meet everybody or I got to meet nobody.
Yeah.
Thing, you know. And in that respect, I believe I can't hold myself to anything forever, but these Phoenix shows will be. For the foreseeable future, the last post-show meet and greets.
Wow.
So, yeah, and everybody who gets a photo with me after the show technically has a Steve-O dick pic because I make sure that I give everybody my good side. They got a real cockeyed Steve-O with a dick on his forehead. And
well, we will be there for the show and for the dick pics. And this interview should be released just beforehand, right around 4th of July. Do you have any memorable Independence Day stories or close calls involving explosives?
See, I mean, there was a time when I blew up my living room for the finale of my gnarly comedy special. And that closing bit, the closer ended me up in the hospital having skin graft surgery on 15% of my body.
Wow. That happened.
That was actually the day before. Was it July 3rd or July 5th? I can't remember. It was the day before or the day after 4th of July. But yeah, that one. And then also my gnarly special, it's precisely that. It is gnarly as hell. And it's also streaming for free at steve-o.com. But that one's all the way at the bottom of the front page where the bucket list is all the way at the top.
So you got to scroll to the bottom for the gnarly stuff.
So worth it.
Yeah. I mean, bucket list is very gnarly, don't get me wrong. But yeah, if anybody is wondering, I wonder about this, what Steve was talking about, multimedia comedy. Like there's literally no, there's no paywall. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to risk. Like just go to steve-o.com and check it out. And you'll see what I'm so excited about. And here I'm talking about raising the bar one more time, and after this Gone Too Far tour, man, I just don't know that it's going to make any sense whatsoever for me to try to beat myself up for entertainment. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But this is I'm going all out for this one.
It's the only way to go.
You'll have to just clone yourself and then send your clone into space.
Yeah, who knows, man? But yeah, you guys are great, man. I appreciate it. If I get a chance to see you at the show, I really will be thrilled, man. I fly into Phoenix on July 4th. The first show is July 5th. It's the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Right on.
Yeah, really looking forward to it, too.
Well, we will be there. Steve-O, I first met you in a club called Axis Radius a long time ago. We were both living very different lives than today. I'm grateful we're both here and get to share a moment on the other side.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you all, and we'll see you in Phoenix.
Sounds good.
Thanks
Appreciate
so
your
much,
time.
Steve-O.
Have a good weekend, Steve-O.
Yeah, man, for sure. Likewise, guys.
Take care.
Again, bye-bye.
Steve-O. Oh my God, he has so many new things to look forward to.
The tits.
What an exciting.
I feel like we're among the first to hear about the boob job that
Are
Steve-O's
his gonna be
getting.
bigger than mine.
It's very exciting. And yes, that was not my my first encounter with Steve-O. Let me tell you, they made it snow in the desert. We went through like 6 plates of nose nachos and talked about LSD mostly. And Guy has just stories for days. He has the craziest stories. He's sober now, but there was a long time where he could just keep you entertained for hours. And this is all just while like making stuff disappear. Just plates of the shit.
It's a real magician.
It's a real magician. I wanted to get into the sanctuary. I wanted to hear about their update on the animals. I wanted to get into some vegan stuff. We didn't even have time for a Fast Five, but that was a blast.
Yeah.
Steve-O's
so
great.
great. I can't wait to see what's to come.
We got to go check out the show.
I mean, he's only going to have the tits for 2 months. So everyone's got to go.
We're going to still see him pre-tits.
Yeah, he gets him in 2 weeks.
He gets him in 2 weeks. He'll be here
in a week.
in a week.
Well, maybe I can give him some inspiration.
Yeah,
Yes.
some post-op recommendations.
I want him to look right. Okay.
Well, the problem is after 2 months, they haven't even set yet. So he's got to keep them for at least 6.
You know that he's been given the lowdown.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's going to love them.
What percentage do you give him to like fall in love with his new tits
And keep them?
and keep them?
I think he keeps them.
85% he keeps them, loves them.
I guarantee he keeps them longer than he thinks he's gonna. Because they're just not ready to go yet. They haven't even like reached their prime.
You think they're just going to get in the way and
You
he's
can't
going to
even
like
do like
hate
a full
it?
helicopter till like 6 months. You know, you like
Yeah.
full spin.
You haven't even played with them yet. They're still sore.
Exactly.
Yeah. As soon as the healing's done, you're taking them out. So you got to heal again. No, man. Like enjoy the ride a little bit.
What if Lux enjoys them too? She's like,
I was gonna say it too.
I don't hate 'em.
She's like, you know what?
If everyone's down for it,
She's had girlfriends and boyfriends in the past, so she's attracted to women.
tits may be great.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the vasectomy, and then within just a couple hours was riding bareback on a horse.
Yep.
Right after post-op, making it where
Yes.
we can't bitch about any of that.
No.
You can't even bitch about post-op pain, knowing that like he went and did an Olympics worth of shit right after getting sewn up. So my question is what do you think he's going to do right after getting some boobs?
You are on a high after getting titties. Let me just tell you.
Skeet shooting?
Oh.
He's friends with Mike Tyson.
No.
Nah, bro. You can't get punched in your
You can't
surgical sites.
You can't speed bag him right after.
Not from Tyson.
You can't pop a bag.
Yeah, that's true.
Lux might be able to give him a little shadow box, but
Tyson titties?
No, it's going to be sore, and that's going to take some. I can't believe he's doing this.
yeah.
Not messing around.
And the tattoo of the dick on his face is real.
Yeah, he had Post Malone tattoo a dick on his face.
So we will get to see this.
We'll be able to see.
And it does kind of have like an eyebrow shape where it like just goes around like
No,
really
I like the
nicely.
placement, but I would have liked an invite to the dick drawing parties
You
where
wanted
he
a
would.
word.
Well, Tyler, he has lots of experience drawing dicks. He drew our in-house dicks for Strong Dong.
Yep.
Like
which are amazing.
we have like a NFT collection.
In my critique of his dick on his face, it is just like Rose from Titanic when Jack drew her on like the side of like the couch. It looked just like that, but if she was a dick.
Like, hold on. Keep looking.
Got the James Cameron of dicks on your face.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Steve-O will be at Stand Up Live on July 5th through the 7th. Tickets are available at standuplive.com. But going fast, you can stay well informed on everything he's up to at steve-o.com. Don't forget to check out his book, A Hard Kick in the Nuts, What I've Learned from a Lifetime of Terrible Decisions. And if you're not following him on all of his socials, @Steve-O, you are missing out. Don't forget to check out SomethingCrunchy.com, where you'll find every episode, our links to social media, and the Almighty Crunch Store, where you'll find all kinds of crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. All episodes can be found at somethingcrunchy.com and on all podcast platforms. Thank you for listening.
When the world finds out that Steve-O has D-sized tits, yeah, dude.